Welcome to Promote Black Authors. I'm your host, Larry W. Robinson. My guest today is CD Giles. She has some steamy books that we're going to talk about. But before we do that, I want to encourage you to go to promoteblackauthors.com. Connect with us today. If you're a Black author, we want to talk to you. Go to promoteblackauthors.com and then also download our mobile app. Yes, we have a mobile app. You can find it on Android as well as Apple. Just look for Promote Black Authors. Download it today. But connect with us today. We really do want to talk to you. CD Giles is the author of some steamy books. And I first of all, welcome to the broadcast.
Hello, hello. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Now you have some steamy books that you want to tell our listening audience about. Now, first of all, let me just ask the steamy books. I'm not gonna say who, but I have a family member that used to read these steamy romance novels and was ashamed of reading them. I was like, well, why are you ashamed? If you read them, just be own it.
Yeah,
But should people be ashamed of reading steamy genres of books? And does it have a purpose in our lives?
that's a great question. No, you should not be ashamed. My mom and my mother-in-law have both read my books. I love them all. And um, I think the purpose that it brings is it brings in, not only, how you can have an escape and it's a fancy and etc. But also it gives you that hope and plants those seeds, and then you can bring that into your real life however you want to. You can pick and choose however you want to bring that in, and for me, this is for 25 year and up, 25 plus. And but it is one of those things that you just want to, I would say you do it. To me, it brings life. It brings light. It's part of life, and it makes you have that full experience of
So
life.
I noticed that you because you said 25 and above. So I'm just curious, why not 18? Why not that 18 to 24-year-olds? Why can't they read it? Or you wouldn't suggest that they read it?
Well, if they want to read it, I'm down for them reading the book. I just
Okay.
didn't want to be one that was a parent out there saying, "Why are you promoting this?"
Oh,
But
I
no,
guess.
they can definitely read the book. I know when my girls were when they were younger, I mean, they were reading books in high school like this. So
Oh,
so
wow. Okay.
if
Well,
it is
like,
their
and
age,
not that we comparing you to anybody, but name another author because I have one in my mind, but I want to see if you're going to name this particular author, and then I'll tell you why I asked. But is there any particular author that's out there now that you think your books would be comparable to?
yeah, Jasmine Guillory, she wrote The Wedding Date. She's written several books. I don't know if there's an author called J.C. Burton. Rebecca Witherspoon, that's another author, an African American author out there. I'm such a huge fan of Brenda Jackson. She is such an icon to me. But I would say it would be more along those lines, not along Zane, not that. Okay,
Okay.
that gives you a barometer.
I got you. I got you. And the reason why I asked that is because I used to be a librarian, a public librarian in my former life.
Oh,
So
wow.
I got an opportunity to see all kinds of human beings, we'll say, come in the library and pick out certain books. But Brenda Jackson, of course, was a popular author that I saw adults come and pick up. And even Zane, people came and
Yeah,
pick up
yeah.
Zane books as
Nothing, I'm not
well.
saying I love her work
Yeah.
and as
Matter of
well.
fact, Kimberly Roberson, I don't
Yes.
know if you're familiar with.
Mhm.
We actually had her at our library, and then of course Eric Jerome Dickey, and some of those other authors. But so I'm glad we kind of got as you say, barometer as to where your book falls. But anyway, so thank you again for being on the broadcast. Let's talk about the first one. Could this be love? Tell our listening audience about that.
Yeah, so Let This Be Love, it's actually it starts cruise. It's a cruise ship romance, and
Oh,
they meet. Yeah, they meet. It's a 7 day cruise, and they meet on the very first day. And the reason that she has all this time is her girlfriend meets a guy while they're in line checking in to get their keys, and
wow.
he kind of abandons her, for lack of a better term. But she ends up going on the very first night. She goes, and she's a workaholic. So Gabby's 28. She's a it's called a venture capitalist, and Jake is an architect. He's 34, and so she's at planning, unbeknownst to her friend, to really work the whole cruise. She just kind of went to kind of say, okay, we're going to do this girl cruise together, but she's really thinking she's going to work the whole thing. So long story short, they meet on the very first day, and you kind of go along with them as they're going on the various dates. They're on a very large ship. It's over 5,000 passengers. Mm-hmm. And so you can see how that evolves, and then kind of go along with Gabby's journey of, is this a cruise fling? She's thinking it's a cruise fling. He does not. He wants more than that. So you kind of go through all of that. And then what's nice is these are I write Texas romances. And so she is from Austin, Texas. That's where she lives and works. And he's from Houston, Texas. So book 2 is about them continuing their relationship, and it picks right up from where book 1 ends.
You know what? And I keep saying this, I don't know why, but it's some of the authors I've interviewed already for this platform. A lot of your stories sound like even a Lifetime movies, or just movies, or even a TV series. And so for this particular, these 2 stories, I can see a TV series on Netflix or something to watch, because I would love to see this story come alive.
Oh, thank you. I love that. We're going to manifest that. I love that.
And you know what? You shall have what you say, the power of manifestation. I love it. All right. So I'm just curious, what has inspired you to start writing these types of books?
Yeah. So for me, it was important for me that I want to make sure that we have positive role, and taking away that negative stereotype of Black women, and have these positive, strong female, Black females that, have a career. And Gabby actually has not only 1 degree, but 2 degrees from Harvard. Her mother is a global political strategist. She works with people all over the world. And she's a statistician. Her dad's a statistician. So it's important to me that we have positive images. And I want to make sure that as I'm reading stories, and I want to make sure as I'm writing stories, more importantly, that I'm putting things out there that are positive and can hopefully inspire young women to see, hey, if there's anything that you want to do, there's nothing that's impossible for you to do. Reach for the stars.
Absolutely. Now, when you were younger, did you see yourself becoming a writer?
It's funny. I should have. The answer is I should have. I'm a voracious reader. And even when I was younger, during that summer reading program, I don't know if you remember the one back in the day, you had to go to the library and get that little
I participated. Mm-hmm.
Yes, I had my library card since I was little. I always went the very next day. I would fill that thing up and try to get as many logs completed as possible. And even as I got older, I would continue. I've always read 3 to 5 books at a time. So I think it was really until we got into the pandemic that I had time. I kind of slowed down. I wasn't traveling 75% of the time. I wasn't, we had all of our family lives here, and we were trying to make sure that we really protected our elders. So we weren't getting together all the time. And so I think because of that, I really just had time, space, and then literally it allowed the book to come to me.
That's good. Well, you know what? Just from hearing you talk about it, of course, I did read some of it. I can't wait to see this as a TV series coming real soon. But before it becomes a TV series, where can people get copies of the book so that when it becomes a TV series, we can all say, "Oh my God, I read that book."
Yeah, so you can get it wherever books are sold, on Amazon, of course, Barnes and Nobles, Apple Books. You can also get it on Kobo, which is ebooks only. But I have ebooks and I have a paperback, so they can get it both ways. And also I have my website if they want to keep in touch with me. Go out to cdgiles.com. You can also click to get to any of the book retailers from there as well. And then in addition to that, if they want to follow me on social media, I'm very active on Instagram.
Okay.
I'm going to get more active in 2023 on the other platforms. But please, I encourage them to follow me there as well. And then I have events that I'm doing, and that's also on my website.
All right, CD Giles, of course, it was a pleasure to talk to you. Can't wait to see your stuff on the big screen or on TV real soon. And again, thank you so very much for being a guest today on Promote Black Authors.
You're welcome. You have a very good day and a happy Thanksgiving.
You too. Bless you.